I keep stopping the video, man. I guess today we're gonna release part one, part two, and part three. That's the best way to do it. But we'll pause right now to look at my dog who's playing fetch by herself. I'll throw one for her. Don't worry, Maggie Mama. Look at her. Go get it. We're gonna throw it for her when she, decides to bring it over. And then after I throw it for her, we will now compare. It's a beautiful park, by the way, just so you guys know. We will now compare what renting looks like. And this is for the naturally a little bit above average human being, because I don't think the average human being should be able to buy a home. That's just me being honest. Buying a home takes planning, takes structure, takes focus, takes goals, takes sacrifice. The average person isn't doing that. The average person isn't living day to day, and that's just life. That's always been life. So, video. Back to the video. So, now, for a little recap, we're $25,000 to $35,000 down, right, after closing costs, on a home between $240,000 to $280,000, 2-3 bedrooms, and we're paying $1,800 a month, plus we're responsible for everything. That is home ownership, ladies and gentlemen. Or we can rent in the most beautiful area, right? In this area, Parkland, Emmaus, West Allentown, Hellertown. You can rent a home. Let's say the home is worth $280,000, top tier for what your average market, right? $280,000. You can rent that home for $2,100 a month, I would say. And you may pay utilities as well. So let's say all in, you're at 23, 24. You're like, but Alex, your point is disproven. Alex, your point is disproven, Alex. Understand? You said my mortgage can either be $1,800 or my rent can be $2,100. Or you said $2,400. So I'm winning. I'm up $600. Let's not forget that a mortgage, you pay the utilities, so we can cancel those out, right? Utilities are paid on both ends, and I'm just talking electric. Excuse me, electric is paid on both ends. So we'll just go base rent to mortgage comparison. $1,800 to move into the home for a mortgage, or $2,100 to live there, right? And just so you know, I can now say I pay $2,100 in a beautiful neighborhood, a house, maybe a yard, whatever the case may be, but that's it, right? Just so you know, last month my fridge started leaking black on the bottom. My rental fridge. The tenant texts me, sends me a picture. We communicate back and forth between some troubleshooting issues. No troubleshooting can be necessary. Replace the fridge. Fridge is there next day. Next day, she keeps her fridge and freezer closed to keep the food in there cold. The guy from, I believe, Lowe's comes, drop off the fridge, boom. $749 for me. $749, right? $749. And so that month that my mortgage is $1,800, now it is, what is it? $2,500. $2,500. Essentially, she just broke even. This is an even day for her. The hot water heater that may go, the deck that is loose, I have to fix and replace. Her expenses do not increase. My tenant's expenses do not increase. They do not increase. My expenses are variable. This fixed rate it's a variable. So now you can get into a home, pay $5,000 to move in, as opposed to $25,000 to $35,000. You're like, why $5,000? $5,000 because you need first month in security deposit, right? $5,000 to move in, and let's say $2,500 a month. Now, let's say that $25,000 to $35,000 that you would have put down for a down payment, that stays in the bank account. That stays in the bank account for better times to purchase homes. You should rent a home because your expenses are fixed and you can rent better than you can buy. You understand? Because now, essentially, you can rent for a home that's $2,400 a month, right? That's gonna be a beautiful fucking house. 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, with fixed expenses, and keep your down payment in your bank account for better times to purchase. You should rent out a house. So you should rent a house and you should purchase investment properties and rent those out. You should never really live in the home unless it's advantageous. The numbers speak for themselves. That's it. Listen, part 3 of this video wraps up. If you have any questions, please drop them off in the bottom. Keep it popping. Thank you, brothers.